morning. My name is Jessie with Simply Refreshing Life. I'm a life and mindset coach, a Christian life and mindset coach. And today is Tuesday, August 5th. And I am very happy to come today with a golden nugget for you. Let's see. Okay. I am trying to do this on Facebook, and now I'm trying to actually do on Instagram. So I have, but Instagram and Facebook don't play together. I cannot transmit at the same time. So I have my phone on one side to do it on Instagram. And then I have my computer right here to do it on Facebook. So if you hear some noises, it's because, I have my computer and all here. So I'm trying to keep it low so you don't hear that interruption. Before I start with today's topic, I wanted to tell you about my blog. I don't know if you've seen it. I started writing again. I had stopped there for a while, but I started writing again. And this is a story that happened to us last week. I'm so happy to be driving my SUV again. I stopped driving it there for a while because it was giving us some issues. I thought it was a lost cause, and it turned out to be something very small that was causing a huge problem. And so I wrote about it, and I also wrote some lessons that I learned with that. So the link for the blog is here in the description of this video. I will put it on Instagram. It's not there yet, but it's if you're watching on Instagram, the blog link is on my bio, so you can just go on my bio and look. It's right there. It was a whole ordeal. It lasted for a few months. We really thought the SUV was gone. And, we were in a bind there because we were not able to buy a new one right now. We just bought a house, for God's sake. So we can buy a new car, and I don't want a car payment. So it was, we had to make a decision. And then a friend of ours figured it out, and, it's great, and it's working great. So I've been driving that for now. This is during this, I started on Sunday. So it's like, yay, I have my car back. And I'm very happy and very thankful. So read about it if you want. But today I want to talk to you about a topic that has been burning in my heart for a while. And I actually posted, if you follow me on Facebook, on my personal page, Jessie Delgado, you might have seen a post that I did last week. And I said, how did you find your life calling? And not a lot of you responded. I'm assuming because you didn't see it, or because you honestly did not know, or honestly haven't found it yet, which is okay. Some of us take longer than others to find our life calling, and it's totally fine because we find it at one point or another, right? But a few of you did answer. One of them says that actually the calling found her, which I thought it was very interesting. And she kind of told me a little bit of her story. And then also another person said that prayer, she just, prayed about it and found her life calling. And then a third person said that it was a childhood dream. You want to see the stories, you can, again, if you have my friend on Facebook, you can see that post. Is really interesting. They shared how they share their life story about their calling. However, for a lot of us, our life purpose or our life calling doesn't come like right away. We have to do some digging, and we have to do some thinking and everything so we can find that specific purpose for our lives. But let me tell you this, you have a very special purpose in your life. God has a special plan for you. Don't doubt that. The fact that you have not found it yet, maybe, doesn't mean that doesn't exist. You have it. It's in you. All you got to do is do a little digging. So today I'm going to talk to you about 5 strategies of how to find that life purpose. You have it. It's in you. I need you to believe that. I think that's the very first one. I didn't list it, but I think that's the very first one. You need to believe that you have it. God created us, all of us, with a purpose in mind. And we need to find that. And sometimes for some of us takes a little bit more digging. Some of us find it really easy. But if you're like me, it took me a little longer to find mine. And when I found it, I was very happy. But let me tell you 5 strategies. Strategy number 1. Well, I guess I said it already. Believe it. So that's I guess it's 6 because I just thought about that one. So it's 6. Believe that you have it. That's very, very important. Jeremiah 29:11 says that he has a special plan. He has good plans for you, plans to prosper, plans to be okay. So you have it. So you need to believe that you have it. But number 2 is seek God's direction. I was reading 2 Peter 1:10, and it says that we have to be diligent to make our calling and election true. We have it in ourselves. We need to now pray and seek God's direction. And you seek God's direction, and guess what? The Bible, the Word of God, everything that God had to say to us is right here. It's right here. Don't listen to anything else. Sometimes we have people that comes and say, well, God has a special message for you, and they tell you something that is not written here, and you're like, I don't know. Everything that God has to say to us is already written here in the Bible, and this is the most important book that you're gonna own. So if you want direction, you need to seek the Bible. You need to read this book. Read Jesus. Read the Gospels. Read the purpose of the plan that Jesus has for you in the Gospels. Read the letters of Paul. They're amazing, and there's so much teaching in there. Read the stories of the Old Testament and learn from their mistakes. Learn from these people that such as David, Solomon, Noah, Moses, Gideon, Josiah, Elijah. All these people that their stories are written right here is for a purpose, and it's for us to learn from that. So read that and ask God direction in prayer, and God will speak to your heart in a very special way through His Word, and it's just an amazing thing. So that's the very, very important step. Number 2, or I guess 3, notice your dreams. What do you like? What do you dream of doing? This one person that says that it was a childhood dream. She shared that she used to see nurses in her community, and she used to love how they were dressed. I guess she's from an older generation, and I guess back then they had a specific uniform, and they also used to wear a specific hat. I don't remember what the hat is called. It does have a name. I just don't remember it, but pardon me if I don't know. But she used to say that she used to admire when she was a kid nurses that would help people, and so then that became a dream of hers to become a nurse. And when she did, she found her calling in helping others, and she worked. She went to school for it, and she worked as a nurse, and she loved it. She truly loved it because that was her true calling, and that was a childhood dream. So even if you're not a child anymore, what is your dream? What is it that you would like to do, and then go for that. Experiment with that and see if you're gonna like that. We all have dreams. We all want to help somebody, or we all want to have that specific job or a specific career. Just seek for that. Number 4 is what problem you want fixed. So we all encounter these problems in our neighborhood or in our community. What problem do you want to seek? What problem do you want fixed? You see people that are grieving. Well, maybe you can become a grieving counselor and help them. You see people that are wanting, and people that are, have low income. Maybe you can help with that situation. What is the problem that you see in your community a lot, and then God gives you this burning passion to help them? I have a burning passion to help women to understand what the Word of God says about them. I think that a lot of women don't know and have low self-esteem, and they think that they're a mistake, or they're not beautiful, or they are not worthy, or women sometimes don't think that they are in need of self-care. A lot of us think that we are so busy with kids and husband and this and that and that and that we don't take care of ourselves. And that became my passion. I saw the problem. You know why? Because I was one of them. I was one of those women that once I got married and I had my children, my self-care, my person became, or sat in the back burner. I was first taking care of everybody. Of course, I got sick. Of course, my health was not the greatest, and I gained weight and all that because I wasn't taking care of myself. I thought I was being a great mom. I thought I was being, awesome because I was taking care of everybody else. And I used to say yes to everything. And I was overwhelmed and I was tired and everything, until I took the moment to realize that that's not what God wanted me to do. And so now my passion is to help these women to say, hey, these moms especially, and saying, hey, you need to take care of yourself first, because then you're going to become a better mom. You're going to become a better wife. You're going to become a better person, because you are coming from a place where you are well taken care of. You're nourished. You're not only physical, but emotionally and mentally. And so that is something that I want to fix. That's something that I wanted to help with. And that became my mission. That became my passion. That became my calling. So find something that you are passionate about and you want to fix, something that you see in your community, or in the people around you, or in your home, or in your circle, that you want to fix. And then ask God for direction on that. And God will give you the tools for that, just like he gave them to me. It's very important that we do that. And another thing is, pay attention to what you're going back to. So let's say you trying several things, and that's okay. Sometimes you want to try, helping others, or you want to try a different trade, or you want to do this. There was a point in time where I was trying, I don't know, writing a lot, or writing a book. And I was like, okay, I'm going back to that, but I'm leaving that. And, it's a project that I have there, but I haven't finished it. Pay attention to why you keep going, or you keep, something keeps drawing you back to that, serving, or helping, or doing something that it keeps, bringing you back. Maybe that's it. I had a client who wanted to, her passion was to help others and just be there for others. And she didn't realize that she will get involved in rescue missions, and, and going to, I think there was something that happened in her community, and like I think it was an earthquake, or something like that. And the community needed help, and she just went for it. And then she realized that was her calling, to help others like that, to help others in need. So pay attention to where you keep going to, because that could be it as well. And then also ask for advice from the most experienced ones. Hear their stories. Have you ever sat down and hear the story of a veteran, or a nurse that has been retired, or the stories of a retired teacher? Or in our church, I just found out there's a retired FBI agent. I would love to hear his stories. Those cause great inspiration. There is a gentleman in our church. He is in his 80s. He has amazing stories. Actually, some of his stories have been published in our website. Go check it out. And the church website is midvalleybible.org. And you can see them. He called them mud pies. And his life experiences are amazing, and you can learn from that, because that inspires you. There's a lot of people in our church that are retired nurses, and boy, do they have stories. Some of them had served during the war, and so they have a lot of stories. And when you hear the stories of retired, people that that have lived their lives and just are now, reminiscing on what they lived, is just so inspiring. And it gives us an idea of what our calling might be. Like this nurse that she said, I saw nurses, and I was inspired to become a nurse, and so that's why I became a nurse. So those are my, now 6. I said 5, but the first one was to believe that you do have a calling. My 6 strategies. If you want a more personalized plan to find your calling, we can do a one-on-one. I do offer a 15-minute free consultation where we can talk and we can see if I can help you. That's my calling, to help you and to find this specific calling for you, to find the love for yourself. You are you can do this. So you can love yourself, and you can learn how to nourish yourself. And so if you want something specialized on that, the link for the consultation is in the description of this video. If you're watching on Instagram, you can go to the link on the bio, and you can find the link there. And my space is kind of limited right now because I do have another client, and also because, work and all that, but I still have room for a couple more clients if you want. So just let me know. I'll be happy to help you with that, in that journey. I hope this helped you. I hope this blessed you. You have an awesome Tuesday, and we shall see you again next week at the same time. And have a good one. Bye.